Hello everyone and welcome back. As we are done with the structure of prokaryotic cell, now we are going to deal with the structure and organization in eukaryotic cell. Firstly, what makes a cell eukaryotic cell is its nucleus. That its nucleus is well defined. Well defined means that there is a distinct separation of the genetic material from cytoplasm. That a typical eukaryotic cell is having a well-defined nucleus with nuclear membrane around it. The eukaryotes include all protists, fungi, plants and animal. Firstly, as we are done with the structure of prokaryotic cell, pro means before, karyon means nucleus. The organism which were present before even the presence or existence of nucleus, and the nucleus is a well-defined structure, and what defines it is nuclear membrane that delimits it from rest of the cytoplasm. So in this diagram we can observe a eukaryotic cell, and all the parts of nucleus is labeled under the topic of nucleus: nuclear pore, nucleolus, nucleoplasm and nuclear envelope. So here in this cell there is a well defined nucleus having a definite boundary or covering known as plasma membrane. So what are the characteristics of a eukaryotic cell? Extensive compartmentalization of cytoplasm. That there is a presence of specific compartments. Like for respiration, the compartment is mitochondria. For photosynthesis, the compartment is chloroplast, and for secretions and packaging, Golgi apparatus, and there are different organelles. So these organelles are membrane bound. So next point is presence of membrane bound organelles. Complex locomotory and skeletal structure. There is presence of microtubules, microfilaments, intermediate fibers. All this are part of cytoskeleton, which is present in eukaryotic cell only. And lastly, the genetic material is organized into chromosome. As we discussed in the second video, that genetic material of eukaryotic cell is organized into chromosome because of the presence of histone protein. So as we discussed earlier, that eukaryotes include all the protists. Protists include slime molds, amoeba, euglena, paramecium, dinoflagellate, diatoms, fungi, plants and animals. So out of 5 kingdoms, Monera, Protista, fungi, Plantae and Animalia, 4 kingdoms are eukaryotic organism, and they are also classified under the domain Eukaryota. So now we are moving towards the structure. A typical eukaryotic structure, we can divide the structure of eukaryotic cell into 3 parts: cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. In next video we are going to discuss all these structure in detail. This video is about the structure of eukaryotic cell in general. Firstly, there are some terms that sometimes confuses the student, that cytoplasm and protoplasm. In this video we are going to discuss that in detail, that what is cytoplasm and what is protoplasm. Cell membrane, it is easy to define, that covering of a cell is cell membrane. It is pliable, thin, elastic, living covering called plasma membrane or cell membrane or plasma lemma. In some special cell like muscle cell, we can use the different name, and the names are derived from original names, that may be plasma membrane or plasma lemma. In case of muscle cell, the plasma membrane of muscle cell is known as sarcolemma, that is derived from plasma lemma. In case of neuron, the plasma membrane is known as neurolemma. So here is a diagram of an animal cell, and we can observe that the animal cell is surrounded by single envelope system. In previous video, as we discussed, the envelope is the covering of cell, and this covering, this envelope, may be present in one layer as in case of animal, and the one envelope is only the plasma membrane. In case of plants, there are two parts of envelope. That envelope consists of two parts, the uh, plasma membrane and cell wall. And in case of bacteria, envelope include three component: plasma membrane, cell wall and glycocalyx. Here in case of eukaryotic cell, we can discuss about the animal cell, or we can take example of plant cell or fungal cell, which are with plant cell and fungal cell are with cell wall, and animal cell is without cell wall. So here outermost covering is plasma membrane. So the concept of protoplasm, uh, we can take help of some other diagrams. This is our plasma membrane, the colorful part. This exact diagram can help us understand the concept of cytoplasm and protoplasm. We can observe that in this diagram, the orange colored part is plasma membrane, and all the remaining components of the cell are included in protoplasm. Each and everything that is present inside a plasma membrane is protoplasm. Now we can classify that the protoplasm, the all component of the cell, can be divided into two parts because there is presence of nucleus. The nucleus is very clear, and in previous diagram here is plasma membrane. So in these two cases, every component of cell outside the nucleus and inside the plasma membrane, please pay attention, inside the plasma membrane and outside the nucleus, we can observe nucleus in orange color. Here a colored part is nucleus, and in this diagram the colored part is plasma membrane. So each and everything which is present between, in between these two structure, is cytoplasm. Everything that is present outside the nucleus and inside plasma membrane is cytoplasm. So now we can see that as we are moving towards the cytoplasm, this part is known as cytoplasm. It is very easy to understand or comprehend that what is plasma membrane or what is nucleus, but the tricky part is cytoplasm. As compared to other structure, the structure of cytoplasm is little bit difficult to describe or to be understood. Sometimes some books are not sufficient to make it clear that what is the structure of cytoplasm, and sometimes students are unable to comprehend the structure of cytoplasm from books. So here I am trying to describe the structure of cytoplasm in a way that can make it easier. Firstly, to understand the structure of cytoplasm, we have to understand the concept of ground substance. It is very important to understand the concept of ground substance because it is important for many structures. It is important to understand many other structures, the structure of chloroplast, even the structure of blood. The ground substance is the base of any substance. For example, the base of pizza is formed by bread or dough. We can take some other analogies. In case of fruit cake, the ground substance, the base of fruit cake is bread, and other structure is present embedded in it. Imagine the structure of watermelon. That in the internal structure of watermelon, the seeds, black colored seeds, are embedded in red colored ground substance. So that red color structure is ground substance. When we are trying to study cytoplasm, we can observe this diagram that if we describe the structure of cytoplasm, we can name many components like mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum, lysosomes, ribosomes. But as one most important structure which is not labeled is ground substance, because it is not present at specific site, and the reason is that it is present everywhere in cytoplasm, and that is the ground substance of cytoplasm. The ground substance: cytosol, cytoplasmic matrix, or hydroplasm. These are the names that are given to the ground substance, the base of cytoplasm. Next diagram will make it very clear that what is matrix or cytosol. In this structure, the only colored structure is the ground substance, the base of cytoplasm, in which all other organelles are present. So this is the structure of cytosol, the very first component of cytoplasm. And this is a complete cytoplasm that we are going to describe. In cytoplasm, firstly again we are going to describe the ground substance, and after ground substance we are going to describe the organelles. So in structure of eukaryotic cell, we are going to describe plasma membrane, and then cytoplasm, and in cytoplasm cytoplasmic matrix, and all the components, all the cell organelles that we are going to discuss in detail in our upcoming videos. Here you can pause video for few seconds and prepare your notes that what are important things that we can write down. Thank you.